Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, hang on a minute. There's been a bit of a tangle in the wires. Let me just sort this out. Yeah, a bit of a problem with the batteries. Apologies about that. How's your day, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Back. So, yeah, it's been a very busy week. I'm not feeling the greatest because United dropped points again at home to Everton. I'm really unhappy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as you might imagine. So yeah, more dropped points for United at Old Trafford. Not good enough, I'm afraid. Okay, let's go around the Premier League grounds then, as we're going to school. Okay, right. Burnley taking on Norwich today. Really big game at the foot of the Premier League. Both teams without a win. Norwich without a point. I wonder how this one is going to go. The two sets of players are standing around the circle, the centre circle. I think they're going to be doing a round of applause for Roger Hunt. Oh, I'm just going to open this window. It is a bit warm today. Well, in this room anyway. Yeah, it's for Roger Hunt, a World Cup winner who sadly passed away this week. And the Burnley fans and the Norwich fans and the players on the pitch and officials are clapping. Delia Smith is in the stands today. I'm sure kickoff would have taken place already. So yeah, I'm not quite up to date just yet with all the score lines in and across the Premier League. Apologies if you can hear any extra background noise. I will try and won't say overtake it, but yeah. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea against Southampton. Martin Atkinson, the referee, blows his whistle as Southampton are going to get the game underway here at Stamford Bridge. The Saints have a very, very decent record in the Premier League. So let's see what happens elsewhere. Kick-off at Wolves. Yeah, of course, Chelsea has kicked off as well. Also, I'll be doing a little something special at half time. No, not the CBBS programme. I'll be doing the Philip Neville Cup 4th round draw. It's my tournament that I do every year when the new FIFA comes out. So I'll be looking forward to doing that and revealing who will be taking part in that 4th round. We've just done the 3rd round fixtures. Where is everyone today, I wonder? Right, Southampton are on the attack. But the ball's out of play anyway. I think we all knew that. It looked out of play in real time. Let's head over to Leeds against Watford then. Leeds without a win. Watford have won 2 games. They're looking to go 3 games unbeaten this afternoon at Ellen Road. And Leeds got into the penalty area there. There's a bit of a tumble. I think it was Firpo who went down. It's been a bright start here from Leeds. Ball comes out to the right. Looks to play him in, and Danny Rose makes a tackle playing against his old side. I thought there might have been an incident where there could have been a possible free kick or a penalty. I don't know whether it was in or outside the box.
Do you possibly have an air freshener in here?
No. Sorry.
Let's use a little bit of this. Cheers.
I'm kind of streaming at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nobody's watching anyway at the moment right now.
Alright.
But yeah, it's all right. Referee this afternoon at Ellen Road is Simon Hooper. I think Leeds have got themselves an early free kick. Let's go to Molineux, see what's happening in the game between Wolves and Newcastle. Newcastle still without a win this season in the Premier League. Can Steve Bruce's side finally clinch those 3 points that they need? Well, it's Newcastle who have possession at the moment. Wolves looking for their first home win of the campaign. And a free kick's been given here to Newcastle. St Maximin is down after a challenge with Connor Cody. And he stays down as well. This doesn't look good for Newcastle. Came straight through the back of him. The referee was in a very good position there. St Maximin is in quite a bit of pain. Steve Agnew and Steve Bruce are talking. St Maximin does not look good. Hope he recovers. Okay, let's go across to the Football League. Obviously, we know that Manchester United were held by Everton at Old Trafford earlier. A very disappointing result there. Let's have a look at the other scores. Coventry City stunned Fulham by winning 4-1 at the Ricoh Arena. Coventry are a massive surprise package team this season. That's an incredible scoreline. No goals elsewhere in the Championship. Let's go into League One. There are no goals in League One either. We can have a look at League Two in the National League, see if there has been any early developments. In League Two, no, it is all goalless. So we haven't had any early entertainment to start us off with. Yeah, Fulham actually had the lead, and then Coventry turned it around and absolutely thumped them. And Fulham didn't even score their goal. It's very fascinating, that is. So yeah, let's head back across to the Premier League then. Let's go to Turf Moor, where Burnley are taking on Norwich City. Norwich City with no points after 6 games. They're winless in all competitions this season, in fact. Burnley currently have the ball here, and they could be through. And there's a collision in the penalty area, and Kevin Friend has given it to Norwich. A foul by Vidra on former Blackburn defender Grant Hanley, who recently scored in an FA Cup win the last time Norwich were in the Premier League. It's clearly a foul by Vidra. Burnley could have been in. It puts a bit of pressure on the Norwich captain, and yeah, definitely the right decision there for the referee, Kevin Friend. Let's go across to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea take on Southampton. The Saints looking for their first win. Chelsea have had a bit of a tricky week, losing back-to-back games against Manchester City and Juventus. I wouldn't say they're in a bad spell, you know. I think, you know, losing to City and Juventus obviously can happen. But I think if they were to drop points here today against Southampton, I think it would be a lot of questions would be raised upon Chelsea's title challenge. Ben Chilwell plays it into Antonio Rudiger. Plays it back. Southampton are putting on some really decent pressure. And that's Loftus-Cheek there. Chelsea looking to attack. And this could be a good moment here for Lukaku. Holds the ball up well. Ball on the right-hand side. And Chelsea have got themselves a corner early on. Comes off Kyle Walker-Peters, the ex-Spurs right back. And let's have a look. Azpilicueta with a cross. Like a handball. I think there's been a goal, actually. And it's the game I'm currently watching. Okay, let's see what happens from this resulting corner. It does come in. And headed in by Trevor Chalobah. Chelsea are in the lead. It's his second goal since coming into the Chelsea first team. You remember he did score in the game against Crystal Palace on the opening weekend, and Chelsea have taken the lead at Stamford Bridge. He's just there, flick on header at the far post. He's definitely onside. There's no, I don't think VAR could intervene on that one. And Chelsea take the lead. And Trevor Chalobah nods Thomas Tuchel's team in front. So that's a very good moment there for the young man playing at the back. Let's head back to Turf Moor, see what's happening in the Burnley against Norwich game. Burnley looking for their first win. Norwich looking for their first points of the season. They're currently on no points. Yeah, not looking too good. They lost 2-0 at Everton last week, didn't they? Norwich City. Later on, we will hear a bit of reaction from the two managers from the early game, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Rafa Benitez. And Burnley have got the ball here now. This could be a really good opportunity. Tees it up here for Brownhill. And look to get the ball through the Norwich defence. Norwich looking well organised. It's all Burnley here with the attacking pressure. Good ball in there from Lowton. And the ball will go out for a throw in to Norwich. Let's go to Molineux, see what's happening in the Wolves versus Newcastle game. Wolves looking for the first home win. Newcastle looking for their first victory of the entire season so far. All games since Wolves came into the Premier League have ended 1-1 between these two. Will we get a winner this afternoon? Currently at the moment, Wolves have the ball. They're playing a lot of with a lot of decent possession. The Newcastle midfielders running or jogging really towards, and the Wolves defenders who are trying to just play possession ball. Newcastle have the ball and they play a long ball forward. Wolves just neatly and tidily playing it between the defenders. Let's go across to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford in the Premier League. Of course, Leeds looking for their first win. Watford looking to go 3 games unbeaten consecutively. There's a ball over the top here. There might be a chance on now here for Leeds. Good block. I think the offside flag was up. And it will be a free kick to Watford. Okay. Let's go. Let's head to the Football League, shall we? Let's go to the Championship. Blackpool have scored against Blackburn in the Lancashire derby. Good score that is there. Blackpool 1-0 up. Lavery got the opening goal. Let's have a look in League One. Crewe Alexandra are in front against Cambridge United. Doncaster Rovers are in front against the MK Dons. And Morecambe lead 1-0 at Wickham. Let's go to League Two then. Exeter lead Walsall by 1-0. Newport County leads Scunthorpe by 1-0. Port Vale are ahead against Leyton Orient. And in the National League, Maidenhead United have taken the lead against Kings Lynn. Let's go back to the Premier League then. Not many goals in and across the Premier League and the Championship. We've had one goal in the Premier League so far. That was scored by Trevor Chalobah. Let's head back to Stamford Bridge and see what is happening there in West London and see if we could catch any more decent events here. Southampton have a corner. James O'Prowse is going to whip it in. It's in near post and out for a goal kick. Right, let's head back to another ground then. Let's go to Molineux, where Wolves are taking on Newcastle in the Premier League. There's never been a winner since the two teams met in the 2011-2012 season. All games between these two ended 1-1 since Wolves were promoted to the Premier League in 2018. Let's see what's happening. Wolves currently have possession. Newcastle just doing the basics right at the moment. Just jogging towards the defenders and intercepting, trying to keep the ball away from danger. Wolves have a man down there. I think it's Matinho, or is it Neves? I think it's Ruben Neves, actually. And the referee's calling on a physio. Doesn't look good for the Portuguese Magnifico of Wolves. Let's head over to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford. Actually, this is a repeat of the 2006 playoff final, which was won by Watford. Watford won 3-0 on that day to get to the Premier League, of course. And, well, Watford have got themselves a free kick. Tom Cleverley is on the ground after a collision there with Firpo. Oh, no, I don't think that is Tom Cleverley. I think it's Cuco Hernandez. Let's go to Turf Moor and see if there's been any potential developments of any side taking the lead in East Lancashire. Norwich do appear to be defending quite well at the moment. Pretty quiet at Turf. Let's go to the Football League once more. See if there's been any further developments in the Championship. Nottingham Forest are 1-0 up at Birmingham. Lewis Graben has got the goal at St Andrews. No other goals to give you in the Championship. Let's have a look in League One. Oxford United are ahead at Sheffield Wednesday. Brannigan has got the goal for the Oxers. And in League Two, Salford City are 1-0 up at Colchester United, and Exeter City are 1-0 ahead against Walsall. Newport County 1-0 up against Scunthorpe United, as I did point out earlier. There's been no further developments there. And in the National League, Altrincham lead 1-0 at Dagenham and Redbridge. And also Torquay United lead Wealdstone by 1-0. It's a pretty quiet day in the Premier League and the Championship. Let's go back to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea taking on Southampton. Chelsea, of course, have started the season well. They've had a bit of a tricky couple of days. Obviously losing to Manchester City last Saturday, and of course losing to Juventus on Wednesday night. And the flick on header there, and it is going to be a goal kick to Southampton. There's been a goal, and it's come from Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford. Leeds did take the lead last week against West Ham and went on to lose. Have they got the lead here? Yes, they have. And the goal has come from Llorente, the defender. Leeds United have taken the lead. And the goal has come from Llorente. And that's his first ever Premier League goal. Yep, Diego Llorente has got the goal to give them the lead. There's been a goal at Molineux as well in the game between Wolves and Newcastle. Let's see who's got the goal here. The goal has come from Hwan Hee-chan for Wolves. Problems mounting further for Steve Bruce. Well, was a possible foul there on the Newcastle player. The referee seemed to have a good view of it. Are VAR going to have a check? The referee looked quite certain that the goal should stand. We will just have a look and see if there is any development on that front. Yep, the goal does stand. So Wolves are ahead. I'm sure Newcastle might feel that they could have got a free kick from that. But the problems mount further. Norwich are on the edge of the box here at Burnley. And there's a good block from the from the Burnley defence. And good defending there from Grant Hanley. I'm sure he'll be very, very eager to keep Burnley quiet this afternoon. Obviously been a former Blackburn player. Norwich have started the game well. He's defended quite well. Seems quite composed on the ball. Let's go elsewhere in the Football League. Let's have a look if there's been any further goals. Queen's Park Rangers lead Preston North End 1-0. Lyndon Dykes has got the goal from a header. Probably, well, I don't know, actually. I haven't seen it. Don't know why I just said that. Bolton Wanderers have taken the lead from Sarcevic against Shrewsbury Town. I'm sure that Thogden and Thogdad will be very happy about that. Crewe Alexandra still ahead against Cambridge. Portsmouth are in the lead against Sunderland. Marcus Harness has got the goal for them. Oxford United still leading Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough, and Morecambe leading 1-0 at Wickham. In League 2, Bristol Rovers have taken the lead quite recently against Swindon Town. Salford City still 1-0 up in their game. No other recent updates in and across League 2. Torquay have doubled their lead against Wealdstone. The second goal has come from Holman. And there has been a goal at Stevenage. They've taken the lead against Hartlepool in their game. Going up. Oh yeah. Let's go up to the Premier League. Yeah, there has been 3 goals already. Back to the Premier League then. Let's go back to Chelsea and see if there's been any further updates for Thomas Tuchel's side. Chelsea took the lead from Trevor Chalobah earlier on. Chelsea have got a free kick. Bednarek giving away a cheap foul there on Hudson-Odoi. That David Beckham advert's on TV. You know, I think it was before the 16-17 season when he was like going on like a massive run or something. Yeah, so nothing much going on at Stamford Bridge. Let's head over to Leeds. Let's go to Leeds and see if there's been any further developments in that game at Ellen Road. Leeds looking for their first win of the season. Leeds are on the edge of the Watford penalty area, and it comes in to the box, and it's a very good block. Can Leeds break this Watford team down? Firpo, was he caught off balance there? No, he wasn't. Leeds are controlling the game. Let's go back to Molyneux. See if Newcastle have looking like any potential equaliser on the way. Sean Longstaff has given away a free kick. Scored a beauty last week at Watford. Going into an international break, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of disappointment for Manchester United supporters, of course, including myself. So Wolves have got a free kick on the edge of the box. Delivery is decent. Well, it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, it's kept in play there. And that, no, it hasn't actually. The referee's given a goal kick. Let's go to Turf Moor, where Burnley are taking on Norwich City. Massive game down at the bottom for both teams for many reasons. Norwich City are currently on 0 points. Lost every single game so far in the Premier League. But yeah, one encouraging sign for Norwich is that Crystal Palace had similar form in the 2017-18 season, and they start the season with no goals and no points, but then they managed to save themselves. And no, they replaced a manager with obviously Frank de Boer being sacked and Roy Hodgson come in, and you can't really imagine that Norwich would sack Daniel Farke. When Norwich were last in the Premier League, they won both games. Burnley won both games 2-0. Let's head over to the Football League and see if there's been any developments in and across Championship League 1 and 2. Blackpool are 2-0 up against Blackburn. Yates has got the second goal. Peterborough have taken the lead against Bristol City in their game. Let's have a look in League 1. Bolton are 2-0 up now against Shrewsbury. Afolayan with the second goal to put Bolton 2-0 ahead. Recently, MK Dons have equalised at Doncaster Rovers. Portsmouth still ahead. Plymouth Argyle have just taken the lead against Lincoln City, and Sheffield Wednesday trail Oxford United by a 1-0. And Adam Phillips on loan from Burnley has doubled Morecambe's advantage at Adams Park against Wickham. In League 2, Bristol Rovers lead Swindon 1-0. Salford City are 2-0 up now at Colchester. We know that Reed has got the goal for Stevenage in their game against Hartlepool. Wrexham have taken the lead away at Aldershot in their game as well. Back to the Premier League. Let's go around the grounds once again. Let's go to Molineux, see what's happening in the game between Wolves and Newcastle. Newcastle currently without a win this season. Wolves looking for their first home win. Newcastle about to make a change here. Joe Willock is coming off, and on comes Jeff Hendrick. So more war for Newcastle at this point in time. I'm not sure if St. Maximin got taken off or if he's still on the pitch. No, St. Maximin is still on the pitch because I did know that he had an injury earlier on. There has been another goal. Preston are level at QPR. Jakobsen has got the equaliser in that game. Nottingham Forest have gone 2-0 up away at Birmingham. It looks like the Steve Cooper revival has got well underway. Just wait for those moments to come through. Sheffield Wednesday still behind against Oxford United. Let's head over to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea are taking on Southampton in the Premier League this afternoon. Of course, we know that Chelsea took the lead through Trevor Chalobah after a tricky week for the Blues, but they are in the lead. Do Southampton look like getting back into it? Let's have a look. Southampton have got the ball in the Chelsea half, and some good trickery on the left-hand side, and it's flashed straight across the goal from Theo Walcott. What an opportunity there for the Saints to get an equaliser, and it remains 1-0 to Chelsea. Let's head over to another ground then. Let's go to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford. Leeds took the lead from Llorente, the defender. Let's see if there has been any further developments. Every time I put this game on, Leeds look like they are going to score. Watford have got themselves a free kick here. There was a foul on the near side. It is a very, very miserable day in terms of weather. We will hear reaction from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Rafa Benitez a little later on, after the two sides drew 1-1 at Old Trafford. Okay, so let's go to Turf Moor then, where Burnley are taking on Norwich. Last time we went there, it was 0-0. We saw some decent defending from Grant Hanley of Scotland. Let's see how he's getting on. Burnley have the ball now. Gudmundsson plays it back and looks to play a long ball, and it's gone out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Norwich City. So again, very eventless. In and across the Premier League, at Turf Moor in particular. Let's have a look at any further goal updates. We have Bristol City have equalised at Peterborough, and also we do know about the QPR Preston goal as well in League One. Crewe Alexandra took a 2-0 lead over Cambridge. Do know about that. Forest Green are 2-0 up at Carlisle United. Goals from Matt and Cadden. Salford City are 2-0 up at Colchester. Harrogate Town are 1-0 up at Oldham Athletic. Stevenage are 1-0 up against Hartlepool. And Tranmere are 1-0 ahead against Crawley Town. Let's go into the National League. Grimsby take the lead against Dover Athletic. Maidenhead United, we know that they're ahead. Notts County have taken the lead against Woking. Solihull Moors have taken the lead against Southend United. And Torquay United are 3-0 up against Wealdstone United. Let's see if there's been any further goals elsewhere. Just having a look in the Championship. No further goals. Norwich are going to play the ball out here. And it remains goalless. Burnley knock the ball forward. And the stream has crashed there. Let's go to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea are taking on Southampton. Chelsea 1-0 up the last time we checked. Oh, brilliant move. Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell. Fantastic ball, but he just didn't get 421's feet there. And a let-off there for Chelsea. For Southampton, sorry. Let's go to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford in the Premier League. Still 1-0, nothing much happening. Ipswich 1-0 up at Accrington. Portsmouth are 2-0 up now. Bradford have taken the lead against Rochdale. And Walsall have got an equaliser at Exeter. Harrogate 1-0 up. There's been a goal at Molineux. And there's been another goal at Stamford Bridge as well. Let's have a look. I'm going to head over to Molineux first, because that's where the first goal came from. Have Newcastle got an equaliser, or have Wolves double their advantage? Let's have a look. St Maximin, still St Maximin, plays in, a teammate here. Oh, and it's fallen. What's going to happen here? Lots of trouble, and it's a fantastic strike from the substitute Jeff Hendrick. It is Wolves 1, Newcastle 1. Jeff Hendrick with the equaliser. And that's his first goal for Newcastle, I believe. The keeper's injured. Stamford Bridge now, where Chelsea taking on Southampton. What has happened in that game? Chelsea have doubled their lead. Timo Werner has got the second goal for the Blues in that game. He did score in the League Cup quite recently. Although VAR are going to check something. Possible foul. Mike Dean is the VAR. Controversially, last year, after United won a certain scoreline against the Saints. Martin Atkinson is going over to the monitor to check a possible foul. I'm not too sure whether this one's going to stand. I remember when he went over to the monitor to see if West Ham should have had a penalty against Man United. The Chelsea flag is waving right next to Martin Atkinson's head. Yeah, I've just had an update saying correction. And I don't think the goal's going to stand. Yeah, no goal. It is given as a foul. VAR overturned the decision. No goal. Foul by. It remains 1-0. Martin Atkinson's going over to the Chelsea bench here, and he's going to pull out a yellow card for Thomas Tuchel, who continues to protest. And the Chelsea boss has got into trouble with the referee there. Let's go to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford in the Premier League. Leeds looking very good for their first win in the top flight this season. Josh King is down here for Watford. A bit of an injury there. At half time, we're going to do the Philip Neville Cup. Fourth round draw. Llorente has tangled there with King. And Josh King is walking rather gingerly. Let's go to Turf Moor, where Burnley taking on Norwich City. Is there any potential development of a goal? Norwich coming close here. Shot, easy catch there for the keeper. We're going to have a little ponder in the Football League. See what has happened in and across the games. I don't think that's been updated right. Let's have a look. Reading are 1-0 up at Cardiff. Mick McCarthy's under severe pressure at the moment. Junior Hoylett, former Bluebird, has given Reading the lead in their game. Hull City are 2-1 up. Bristol City, are 2-1 up at Peterborough United. It's 2-2 now. It's 2-2. Peterborough have recently equalised in their game. Ipswich are 1-0 up at Accrington. Bolton still 2-0 up in their game. Jonathan Lecco, former West Brom striker, has put Charlton in front at Fleetwood in that one. Sheffield Wednesday still trailing to Oxford United. Morecambe 2-0 up at Wickham. Bradford 1-0 up over Rochdale. Salford 2-0 up at Colchester. We are heading into half-time across all the games. That kicked off at 3. So some very impressive updates, of course. There's been a total of 4 goals in the Premier League so far across the 3 o'clock games. Half-time at Ellen Road, Leeds lead Watford by 1-0. Ooh, sorry. Discomfort in the neck. Okay, we're going to do the... we are at half-time now. If I do get any other goals, I will go back and have a look. Let's go to Old Trafford and get reaction from the managers. I don't think we've got Ollie's reaction just yet. But let's hear from Rafa Benitez.
Rafa, that was a good game to watch from a neutral perspective. Do you feel you could have won it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we play against a very good team. Obviously, it's not easy to get that result here, and we did well. So we were defending quite well in the first half. We have our chances. We conceded a late goal that maybe we were not expecting, but the reaction of the team in the second half was quite good. Everybody was doing what we have to do, work hard against a very good team and try to create chances, and we did it. It's a pity, the last one, because it was offside, but could be even better, but we are pleased with the way that we play and the result at the end.
We know how short you are of strikers at the moment. You mentioned working hard there. I thought Anthony Gordon, Tamari Gray worked so hard.
Yeah, everybody. I think that the 3 up front, Townsend, Rondon and Demarai, they were working really hard, and Gordon, the young lad, was exhausted too. So I think everybody was working really hard, trying to protect the defenders, trying to help the midfielders, and in the end, trying to create something also up front.
Of course, it's easy looking back, but do you wish Tom Davies took the shot himself?
Yeah, obviously, from the bench, you could think that maybe, but I didn't see Jerry after the replay. It was a pity. It was just 10 centimetres.
And overall, you must be so pleased with the start of the season, just one defeat in the league.
Yeah, overall, I think that we are doing well. So, as you say, we have some problems with injuries, and then still the team is working really hard, reacting really well, getting results, and then you can see the team spirit. So I think that the fans will appreciate that, and the players appreciate the support of the fans. So you can see that we have now a very good understanding.
That's Rafa Benitez's reaction from the Manchester United against Everton game. Yeah, very upsetting result for me in particular. 1-1 is nowhere near good enough. Okay, so we're going to start off the Philip Neville Cup draw for the 4th round of the competition. Let me just tell you what happens in particular. So I've got the numbers here. I made them myself. I don't know how they specifically work. I just do it at random. Number 1 is Brentford. Number 2 is Bournemouth. Number 3 is Leicester City. Number 4 is Watford. Number 5 is Birmingham or Brighton. Number 6 is Aston Villa. Number 7 is Burnley. Number 8 is Sheffield United. Number 9 is Everton. Number 10 is Manchester City. Number 11 is Norwich City. Number 12 is Nottingham Forest. Number 13 is West Ham. Number 14 is West Brom or Coventry, who need a replay. 15 Rotherham United. 16 Portsmouth. 17 Hartlepool United. 18 Blackpool. 19 Millwall. 20 Oldham or Newport, which is a game that's been rearranged. Stoke City. 21 Stoke City. 22 Forest Green Rovers. 23 Barnsley or Tottenham, who need a replay. 24 Wycombe Wanderers. 25 Leeds United. 26 Morecambe or Arsenal, who need a replay. 27 Liverpool. 28 Cardiff or Swansea, who need a replay. 29 Manchester United. 30 Chelsea. 31 Reading. And 32 Newcastle or Crystal Palace, who need a replay. Okay, so let's get the draw well underway. Okay, I'll write in the chat and on my phone as well. And the first number out is number 14, and that is West Brom or Coventry, who need a replay. So West Brom or Coventry. And the winners of that will be at home to number 29, Manchester United. Next is number 18. That is Blackpool. Won at Shrewsbury in round 3. And who will Blackpool play? And Blackpool will be at home to number 28. And that is the winners of the Welsh Derby, Cardiff or Swansea. Number 27, Liverpool. Handsomely beat Preston in the 3rd round at Deepdale. And Liverpool will be at home to number 20, the winners of Newport, Oldham or Newport. I didn't mean to put question mark there. Next number is, oh, this is a spare bit of paper. That always happens. They lose paper. Next number is 22, and that is Forest Green. Got a thumping win at Salford City, the League 2 leaders. And Forest Green will play 25, Leeds United. That is a very, very good tie there for Forest Green. Bit of loose paper again. I hate it when that happens. Number 11, that is Norwich City. Struggling in the Premier League right now, but Norwich, of course, they managed to get a win against Port Vale. And Norwich City will be playing number 1, Brentford. Norwich City will be playing Brentford. That's an old Premier League tie. Number 24. And number 24 is Wickham. And Wickham Wanderers will be playing number 23, the winners of Barnsley or Tottenham. Number 17, and that is Hartlepool United, first timers of the Philip Neville Cup. Of course, promoted back to league football, and they beat Plymouth 1-0. So that was quite a shock result for the first timers. And Hartlepool United will be playing number 30, and that is the European champions Chelsea. Another trip to a League Two side there for Chelsea, playing Hartlepool. Okay, number 12. That is Nottingham Forest of the Championship. Doing quite well under their new manager, Steve Cooper. And Nottingham Forest will be taking on number 3, Leicester City. That is an incredible tie there. Two clubs who've created a bit of history for themselves. A Midlands derby between Forest and Leicester. Number 15. That is Rotherham United, the first ever finalists of this competition. And Rotherham United will play number 9, the holders, Everton. Number 10, and that is Manchester City. On the other side, gave Bolton a thumping. And they'll be taking on number 19. Yeah, number 19. That is Millwall. Number 4, and that's Watford. Currently losing 1-0 away at Leeds. And Watford will be playing number 6, and that is Aston Villa. Number 2, that is Bournemouth. And Bournemouth will be playing, oh, this is very tiny, number 16, Portsmouth. So a bit of a South Coast derby there. Bournemouth hosting Portsmouth. Number 13, West Ham. And West Ham will be taking on number 7, and that's Burnley. Replying to someone there. West Ham against Burnley. Number 32. Newcastle or Crystal Palace, who need a replay after drawing 1-1 on Tyneside. And Newcastle or Crystal Palace will be taking on number 31, and that's Reading. We'll be getting back to the goal updates anytime soon, hopefully. Number 5. Don't know if you can see that. Number 5 is Birmingham or Brighton. There's 3 teams left. And Birmingham or Brighton will be playing number 8. And that is Sheffield United. Kickoffs for the second halves are beginning to start again. And last but not least, number 26, which is Morecambe or Arsenal. We need to replay after Morecambe impressively held the Gunners to a 0-0 draw. They'll be playing number 21, Stoke City. So that concludes the draw for the fourth round of the Philip Neville Cup. We will get back to the games, of course. So I will just have a look at these on my phone. List them all down. West Brom or Coventry. If there is any goals, I will go there. I will go straight to that action. Yeah, kickoff was underway at Burnley as well. Liverpool will be taking on Oldham or Newport. Forest Green Rovers against Leeds. Norwich against Brentford. Wycombe versus Barnsley or Spurs. Hartlepool versus Chelsea. Let's have a look. Yep, Nottingham Forest or Leicester. That'll be a cracking game. Rotherham against Everton. Watford Aston Villa. Bournemouth and Portsmouth. West Ham against Burnley. Newcastle or Crystal Palace. We'll be taking on Reading. Birmingham or Brighton against Sheffield United. Morecambe or Arsenal again. And last but not least, Morecambe or Arsenal will be playing Stoke. I'll try and give you updates on what happens there. I am working on a lot of things at the moment of my own mini projects. So I thank you all very, very much for taking part and watching this video. Although there is nobody here, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, let's head back to the Premier League then. Now, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Football League because there's been no progression in any of the games that we've seen so far. Wow, St Johnstone doing quite well in Scotland, aren't they? Okay, any further goal updates in the second half? Preston have taken the lead at QPR. Earl, the left wing back, has got the goal for them. In League One, Accrington Stanley have recently equalised. Bishop with the goal. Let's have a look in the second half. Any goals there? Portsmouth 3-0 up against Sunderland. Sheffield Wednesday still 1-0 down at home to Oxford United. And Morecambe 2-0 up at Wickham. Let's have a look. Forest Green 2-0 up at Carlisle. We'll know that already. No sign of any second half goals. Oh yes, Sutton United to the 2-0 up away to Northampton. Leicester's doubled. Stevenage's advantage against Hartlepool. Wrexham are 2-0 up at Aldershot. Dagenham and Redbridge have turned the game around against Altrincham. Grimsby are 5-0 up against Dover. Maidenhead United and Kings Lynn are level at 1-1. Notts County are ahead against Woking. Southend are struggling 1-0, losing currently at Solihull Moors. Torquay are 4-0 up against Wealdstone, and Weymouth are 1-0 up against Stockport. Wickham are back in the game in the match at against Morecambe. It is now 2-1. Horgan's got the goal. Blackburn have just scored. Brereton Diaz with the goal. And still no goals in the Premier League. Let's just have a look at what is happening in and across the games in the top flight. Chelsea 2-0 up. Leeds 1-0 up. Oh no, Chelsea are only 1-0. I forgot that Werner goal was chalked off by the officials. I think it was definitely the correct call. Had the volume on there. Could hear the Chelsea crowd. In my Premier League on my Discord, I'll be adding some stuff onto there as well. Ball played out to the right. Timo Werner's in there. And it is cleared away. And out for a goal kick. Oh yeah, sorry, corner kick. Offside. Given by the assistant. Let's head over to Ellen Road then, where Leeds are taking on Watford. Watford at the moment trailing 1-0. Leeds looking for their first win. Looks like they're going to get it at the moment. Because I'm such a sad moron, I liked my own stream to make me feel better. Thank you, myself. I feel tons better. Just having a little ponder in the Championship. No further goals. Wickham are level, by the way. Actually, just equalised. Sam Boakes, former Burnley striker, putting the Chairboys on level terms. Weird name, that, isn't it? The Chairboys. Don't diss a racking fan, I'll come for you. Sean Dyche is talking to someone here. I don't know who. He's turned around now and look like the Sean Dyche is. I think the player he's talking to was Johan Berg Gudmundsson. Still goalless at Turf Moor. If Burnley don't win this game, you've got to. You do have to worry about them. You do have to feel a bit concerned that they could be playing Championship football next year. QPR's form is hard to understand because, you know, QPR are a very, very very good team. Looking at the players that they've got, they are Premier League quality, and you know they pretty much should drag you out of the Championship. And they've got some very talented young players as well, as like players like Charlie Austin and Andre Gray, who are Premier League quality strikers. I do still expect QPR to be in and around those positions this year. Very high in the table. Looking at Wolves against Newcastle, it is currently 1-1 at the moment. I have just had an update. There has been a goal. I think it's come from this game as well. Wolves Newcastle. Let's see what happens. Wolves currently have the ball. It's played in to Semedo. It's kept in their own half. And there's a very eager run. There's Hwang Hee-chan again, and it's 2-1 to Wolves. Hwang Hee-chan has doubled his tally and got his third goal for Wolves. 2-1 now to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Brilliant advantage from referee Graham Scott to play on. So yeah, goal coming there from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's go to Stamford Bridge and see if there's any chance of a goal happening in West London. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Southampton. I didn't even know that. I think Chilwell gave it away. I'm not... Yeah. He's very good at penalties as well, Prowse, the Saints captain. He's apparently struggled recently. It's what I read in an Instagram post. Well, Prowse, 1-1. Chelsea are pegged back to 1-1. They could have been 2-0 ahead in the first half, but Southampton have got an equaliser, and they do have a very good record at Stamford Bridge. It is now all level. Let's head out elsewhere. Let's go to Burnley and see if there's any potential shout of a goal. I think the answer to that is no. Not too sure what the assistant's given here. It's too... Yeah, well, I've never really understood that. Why is a player, offside when he's not even on the pitch? I really don't get that. I really never have. If a player is, if he was on the pitch and in an offside position, I'd understand, but he's not on the pitch. So I'm not sure how that affects the play. He's about to whip in a corner. You can't expect him to take it on the other side. You've got to stand by the corner flag. I've never understood that. To Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford. Watford at the moment are pressing while Leeds calmly have possession. There's been a foul there, and a free kick will be given to Leeds United here at Ellen Road. Let's go to Wolves. See if looks like there's going to be any more goals in that game. Nope, currently not at this stage in time. Let's go back to the Football League then. Shall we? Nottingham Forest are 3-0 up away at Birmingham. Spence has got the goal. Sheffield United and Bournemouth, there's been goals there. Gibbs White gave Sheffield United the lead, and Dominic Solanke has recently scored a penalty for them. Still no other goals in the Championship. In League One, Will Grigg scored for Rotherham away at Cheltenham. Crew were 2-0 up against Cambridge. Doncaster and Milton and MK Dons still level. We've had new recent goals. Sheffield Wednesday still losing at home to Oxford United. Let's have a look. Banks put Barrow ahead at Mansfield. And Leyton Orient are level at Port Vale. Stevenage are 2-0 up against Hartlepool. I know that already. It's 5-0 to Grimsby in their game. against Dover Athletic. Kings Lynn Town are 2-1 up away at Maidenhead United. Notts County 1-0 up against Woking. Solihull Moors lead Southend by 2-0, and Torquay United 4-0 up against Wealdstone, and Weymouth are 1-0 up against Stockport County. I'm going to put final scoring in the background, just for me, really, in case I miss anything in particular. Let's go to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea are taking on Southampton. They were pegged back with an equaliser from James Ward-Prowse from the penalty spot. See if anything happens from here. I'm going to put final scoring in 5 minutes. Oh, the shot. Oh, it was just bobbling wide there. The shot from Chilwell. I don't know if he was the one that gave the penalty away. I have a feeling it was. Yeah. Nathan Teller is down for Southampton. Let's go to Burnley and see what's happening in the game between themselves and Norwich City at Turf Moor. Looks like we're heading for a goalless draw as it stands. You do have to worry for Burnley if they fail to win this game. They have got a pretty horrible home record. Haven't won at home since January. And that was a home win over Aston Villa where they won 3-2. Going to ponder again in the Football League, see if we've missed anything. There's constant goals. Phil Billing has put Bournemouth ahead. He is a fantastic player. I'm surprised he hasn't got a Premier League transfer already. I think he's definitely going to attract a lot of attention from Premier League clubs with his goal scoring record. I really do think he's a very, very talented player. Just need to sort out a couple of things, and I'll be right back with you. What's going on? The call is absolutely freezing. Get a little bit comfier, I suppose. Got an addiction to wearing this. It's a very, very serious addiction. Still 2-1 to Wolves in their game against Newcastle. I think if Newcastle are intending on sacking Steve Bruce, I think a good replacement would be Chris Hughton. Obviously, he's managed them before, and he was harshly sacked. But yeah, make of it of what you will. Hearts 2-0 up against Motherwell. Nice one, Hearts. Very good result there. That would be for them. I know that Celtic struggling in their division. Sheffield Wednesday really struggling, aren't they? Where are they in the table? The 12th. Oh, that's not good. The 12th are on 15 points. Drop too many points, they do. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, Southampton is 1-1. I'm going to try and see if there's... yeah. I'm going to see if I can find Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reaction to the game earlier on.
You obviously could have lost it with the disallowed goal, but did you feel it? What's your thoughts at the end of the game? You obviously could have lost it with the disallowed goal, but did you feel you did enough to win it yourselves?
No, we didn't win it, so we didn't do enough to win it. So, but I felt we started well, scored a very good goal first half, and we should have had that cutting edge, and we should have done better, of course, and it's a disappointing goal to concede. It's happened too many times that we're in on the attack, or this time it's a corner, and we're still well enough organised behind it. We just don't deal with the situation well enough.
On a more positive note, a good moment for Anthony Martial. He probably needed that goal and repays a bit of the faith you've shown in him to play him today.
Yeah, Anthony scored a good goal, almost had a header back stick as well. Should have scored on that one. Unfortunately, he got a knock and he was injured. So very pleased for Anthony and very pleased with his performance.
I'd imagine a lot of Manchester United fans would love Cristiano Ronaldo to start every game.
Yeah.
Is this an acceptance from you at his age? He is going to have to miss some games starting.
I think me and him, we understand more than the you, for example, the experts and journalists. And then it's about picking the right moments to play him, to not play him. Of course, he's not a young puppy anymore, but he's professional as ever, ready to come on, and he came on with loads of energy and attitude today as well.
Yeah, so you've had the three most recent domestic results haven't gone your way in terms of you haven't won them. Do you feel though that the performances will turn those into wins?
No, you can't rely on that feeling. We've got to do it. We can't say, well, we deserve more points, because when you don't score the goals, you don't, and when you concede an easy goal like this, you don't. We have to get used to teams dropping off more. Like today, we have, I don't know how many, 75% possession. We dominate, but it's similar to against Villarreal. We're too open on the break, and we need to sort that out.
Thanks for talking to us. Thanks, Ali.
Thank you. Thanks.
That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reaction to
What's your thoughts
Manchester United's draw. There's been a goal, and it's come from Ellen Road. Let's have a look and see what's happened. Are Leeds going to get that big 3 points? Or are Watford going to find an equaliser? Ball has come in. Oh, there's a bit of a fumble there, and it's a goal. And it's an equaliser for Watford. Hang on a minute. I'm not too sure what's happened here. I'm not too sure whether the goal is going to be given or not. So this is a bit behind. Final score has been talking about it. I don't know what's been said. Is there a foul? Is it Cabaselli who's got the goal? Well, a Watford man goes down first and then the player trips over him. That's what it looks like to me. So, I don't know. Maybe we need something clearing up a little bit. No, the goal doesn't stand. No goal. Play on. Okay, let's go to Turf Moor, where Burnley take on Norwich City. It's been a very, very quiet afternoon, it may seem, at Turf Moor. And I'm afraid we can't go there. Let's go to Wolves, where they take on Newcastle. Not showing it on that game either. So I'll just watch final score. And Sheffield Wednesday are level against Oxford United. The goals come from Callum Patterson. Rotherham are 2-0 up at Cheltenham. Romare Edmonds-Green has got the equaliser. Has doubled Rotherham's lead at Cheltenham. There's been a red card in the Premier League. Let's have a look. Chelsea, Southampton. I don't know what's happened exactly. Martin Atkinson, the VAR, is having a look. It's a red card for Ward-Prowse. Southampton are down to 10 men. James Ward-Prowse has been shown a red card by Martin Atkinson. Very poor tackle. Stretching, he catches him on the ankle. And it's a bad one. And while Prowse has to go, is a sending off. And I'm sure we'll get a 3-match ban for that tackle. Of course, his desire was to go in to get the ball, not hurt Jorginho. But yeah, I remember Jorginho did a lot worse tackle in the Euros. Now, Wycombe Wanderers are 3-2 up against Morecambe. 2-0 down, and they've turned it, and they've completed the comeback. Let's go Burnley then. Burnley against Norwich. It's been a very quiet game there at Turf Moor. See if there's been any action. Well, unless it is going to show me it. Don't think it is. Yeah, it wasn't a clever tackle. Yeah. Brighton are taking on Arsenal later on. the Burnley Norwich game does not want to show. I think it's that dull. Leeds against Watford. Let's try that game then. Doncaster 2-1 up in their game against MK Dons. Well, there's Mopai. I think he'll be having a bit of a battle with Ty later on from AFTV. I think there'll be questions for Chelsea if they don't go on to win this game. Still 0-0 at Burnley. So not missing much. I'm currently watching Leeds against Watford. And nothing really entertaining is particularly happening. Let's have a look. What's happening at Wolves? It's 3-3. Jonah Ayunga has got the equaliser for Morecambe. They led 2-0. They went 3-2 down, and now they're level again. What's the referee doing here at Wolves? He's telling Sean Longstaff to get the ball in the correct free kick position. Newcastle still trailing by 2-1. The ball's floated into the area. Can they get a good ball in at the far post? St. Maximin now. It's a great chance. No, and Wolves might want to have a go at breaking away here now. The attack has broken down. Been a goal. Where's it come from? It's come from the Championship. Hull City have taken the lead against Middlesbrough. Neil Warnock will be under pressure, I think. You know, their Borough are struggling. You would have expected them to be in the mix for promotion this year, but doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Charlton are 2-1 up. Doncaster are 2-1 up. Another goal. Where's it come from this time? It's come from the Championship again. Bristol City are in front against Peterborough. Okay. Aldershot and Wrexham's been abandoned. Didn't know that. Bournemouth 2-1 up against Sheffield United. Back to the football news now. Let's head over to... let's go to Ellen Road, where Leeds are taking on Watford in the Premier League. Crap. Still 1-0. They've chucked the ball back. It's an own goal by Joe Lumley. That gave Hull the lead. Bit of a northeast clash. It's not obviously the biggest. Goal at Chelsea. There is a goal at Stamford Bridge. And it's come from Timo Werner. He does get his goal this time. No, I'm happy for Timo Werner. Everybody mocked him last year. Everybody absolutely slaughtered him. It's good to see he's proving people wrong. So Chelsea 2-1 up against Southampton. The goal coming from the German striker Timo Werner. Decent ball into the area. Surely that goal is going to stand. He's onside. I don't see any problems with it. I'm sure Stamford Bridge would have exploded with rage had that goal stood. I'm going to try and go back to Turf Moor now with Burnley taking on Norwich City in East Lancashire. Let's have a look and see what's happening in that game. Still 0-0. I'm surprised at Burnley about this game. Norwich have played quite well. I thought Burnley would win quite. I predicted 3-0 Burnley for this game. Might sound a bit crazy because I know Burnley are not a team that score many goals, but I thought, with how fragile Norwich's defence can be, I thought it'd be an afternoon like that, but clearly not the case. Just doing an update on the Football League. Plymouth are 2-1 up at Lincoln. Sheffield Wednesday are level. Can the Owls get a late winner? It's foul there by Charlie Taylor. Bolton 2-0 up against Shrewsbury. Sure, Thogden and Thogdad will be happy about that. What's Kevin Friend doing here? He's talking to Ben Gibson, who was a former Burnley player. Doncaster 2-1 up against MK Dons here. Was aware of that a bit earlier on. They had a bad night against Ipswich in midweek, didn't they? Newport 2-0 up over Scunthorpe. Yeah, the manager, Michael Flynn, left this week. He's a good manager, I think. He's come close to getting Newport promoted twice. Burnley getting the ball into the area and it's out for a goal kick. Well, Kilmarnock struggling in the Scottish Championship. They're losing 3-1 at home to Wraith Rovers. Newport 3-0 up. Shrewsbury got a goal and they're back in the game at Bolton. Luke Lehigh with the goal. There's been a goal. It's in the Championship again. It's Millwall that's got the goal away to Barnsley. It's 3-1 to Chelsea. Let's have a look and see who's got the goal. It's very sluggish. I don't know if I'm going to be able to describe what has happened. There's a big togetherness between the players, which is really good to see. Ball in, and it was, came off the post a couple of times. I think the referee eventually gives the goal. And it is Ben Chilwell who's got it. I think, Ben Chilwell's got the goal. So it's 3-1 to Chelsea. So yeah, Swindon 2-1 up at Bristol Rovers. Murray Wallace was the guy that got the goal for Millwall. Oliver Crankshaw. He's just left Bradford, hasn't he? I saw this guy's thumbnail on a video and he seemed really angry about it. That is that Crankshaw left Bradford for Stockport. Burnley against Norwich is still 0-0. Oh, Werner's down here. And the referee's going to pull out a yellow card. Is he going to have a look at VAR again? Salisu is very angry, saying he's got the ball. Let's have a look. Ooh. Not a nice tackle. Chelsea fans will be quite happy this afternoon or this evening watching Match of the Day. Whew. Tired. Right, Chelsea have the ball now. Here's Mason Mount. He pulls the ball across. It's not been one of my most enjoyable streams, but nevertheless, it's fine. Swindon 3-1 up at Bristol Rovers. Joey Barton should be under a lot of pressure. Accrington have beaten Ipswich 2-1. Wycombe Wanderers are 4-3 up. Curtis Thompson with a goal in stoppage time. I wonder if there's going to be late action in the Premier League. The game's pretty much settled now at Stamford Bridge. Derby and Swansea. That game's ended goalless. Derby County now officially have 1 point on the table. Or is it 2 points? I'm not sure. Lincoln are level against Plymouth, 2-2. Goal from Hull again. Hull City have scored. It's 2-0. 2-0 to Hull. Two minutes of added time at Turf Moor. I think the referee Kevin Friend's going to blow his whistle very soon. Looks like Norwich are going to get the first point of the season. We are aware that Wolves have won the game against Newcastle. Yep, full time at Burnley as well. Norwich City have their first point on the board. Let's get these up. Oh, that's devastating. Sheffield Wednesday conceded late on against Oxford United. Chelsea 3-1 up, 3-1 against Southampton. Some really impressive scorelines across the Premier League. Yeah, Chelsea have won as well. Hey. So yeah, Southampton's struggles continue. I think we expected it really to come at Chelsea in particular, but yeah, a very tough afternoon. So yeah, those are the final scores. Leeds United, of course, have won their first game of the season as well, winning 1-0 thanks to Llorente's goal. Watford wanted to go 3 games unbeaten, but they have failed to do so. So I'm sure this will have a big hindrance on the Premier League table. So Chelsea have gone top of the Premier League by going 2 points clear at the top of the table, going above Liverpool. Let's have a look elsewhere. Yeah, Norwich got their first point on the board this campaign. And Burnley remain in the relegation zone. Southampton are on 4 points, 1 place above that relegation zone. Leeds have moved out of the bottom 3. Watford remain in 14th position. Can be overtaken if Crystal Palace beat Leicester tomorrow. And also Wolves move up to 10th in the top flight. Thanks, guys. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in a bit.